Dear students, I am going to take one course entitled Basic Bioelectronics of MTech in Bioelectronics program. Before going to start, I like to give one introduction to our MTech in Bioelectronics program. This program is the nation's first Masters of Technology program in Bioelectronics Engineering to drive the next generation of disruptive technologies emerging from the cross-fertilization between biology and micro or nanoelectronics. The program has been declared as the innovative program by University Grants Commission India in 2004 under its scheme of teaching and research in interdisciplinary area, which has been subsequently approved by AICT. Today, this program is considered as one of the important innovative programs in the country capable of producing the next generation of engineers that will stay ahead in innovations and be globally competitive. This program is also involved in research for the development of diagnostic and electronic devices for health and environmental care. This was, of course, published in India Today, September 5th in 2016. Referring to the definition of bioelectronics, name implies that it comprises of basically two subjects. One is biology and other is micro or nanoelectronics. It is generally defined as the result of cross-fertilization between micro or nanoelectronics and molecular biology of living cells. As per definition, it will deal with, in an elementary level, it will deal with phenomena occurring in semiconductor materials, solid junction, biological materials, electrolyte solution, liquid junction, and solid liquid junction. And as far as it's from the conceptual point of view, it represents the conceptual framework for the design of hybrid biological devices, which are commonly known as bioelectronic devices. Also, biologically inspired artificial devices and systems such as artificial eyes, ears, heart, cardiovascular system, nervous system, etc. This actually study belong to a specific subject known as bio-inspired engineering. Also, it represents the conceptual framework for biologically inspired hardware architecture. This topic generally belongs to a subject known as bio-neuroengineering. It is an emerging area, and as an emerging area, it actually seeks to exploit biology in conjunction with electronics in a wider context. For example, it seeks to use engineering tools and concepts to explore and understand living systems like the nervous system, circulatory system, sensory systems such as vision, smell, taste, etc. It also seeks to discuss biomaterials for information processing and information storage. Information may be related to life, and hence bioinformatics is essentially a subject of bioelectronics. Compared to semiconductor materials, the functionality, efficiency, and flexibility of biomaterials is more impressive than semiconductor materials. Bioelectronics also seeks to discuss different bioimaging methods and processing techniques. It also discusses multidimensional signal processing techniques for measurement of biochemical processes in well-defined regions of the brain and heart. It seeks to motivate artificial systems or techniques through exploitation of concept of biological systems or techniques. For example, exploitation of human vision in computer vision, taste in e-tongue, smell in e-nose, biomechanics in insectronics, biorobotics, human reasoning in fuzzy, evolutionary theory in GL, concept of biological neurons in silicon neurons, biological neural network in artificial neural network. It seeks also to exploit semiconductor chip concept in biomaterial chips. For example, you have heard the name biochip, protein chip, DNA chip, etc. It also seeks to develop some software like BioSpice, which counterpart of which is known to all of us is SPICE, for simulation of bioelectronic devices, neurons, biomembrane, etc. So, since interdisciplinary in nature, from the discussion we have come to know. So, as a matter of fact, you are supposed to know some additional subjects or topics such as modern biology, especially cell biology, molecular biology, cardiovascular system, nervous system, sensory systems, immune system, etc. Also, you must have some sort of knowledge on biomathematics, nanoelectronics, basic bioinformatics, biosignal processing, bioimage processing, devices, biofuel cells, bioelectronic control systems, neurobioengineering, biomems and bionems. Since interdisciplinary program, so a little bit knowledge on some BEAS courses are essential, such as human physiology, biochemistry, surface chemistry, analytical chemistry, basic analog and digital electronics, introductory computing, biomaterials, etc. Based on all these discussions, course contents has been designed covering mainly 3 topics. One is electronics, which will include semiconductor materials, especially bonding concept, carrier motions in semiconductors, and some field effect transistors, and digital logic mainly. Also, biological materials, motion in solution and chemical reaction, such as diffusion, Brownian motion, electrophoresis, enzyme kinetics, solid electrolyte junction, electrode-electrolyte interface, Nernst plane equation, etc. It is a 3-credit course, the laboratory or practical part has been kept separately in a different course code. And as far as textbooks or reference books are concerned, these are given here. One main book name is Bioelectronics Handbooks, MOSFETs, Biosensors and Neurons by Massimo Grettorella. Another is Biosensors, E.A. Hall, Biomaterial Science, Radhi Ratner, Bioelectronics, authored by S. Boone, Commercial Biosensors by Ramsha, Introduction to Bioanalytical Sensors by Cunningham, Ions, Electrodes and Membrane by Coretta, Molecular Bioelectronics by Nicolini, and so on. This is given here. You may see this. And also from definition we have come to know that it is essentially a cross fertilization between electronics and biology. Therefore, for cross fertilization there must exist some sort of analogy between semiconductor and biological medium. So as far as semiconductor materials are concerned, from the knowledge of BTech degree, we have already come to know that in a semiconductor material, atoms are held together by a chemical bond such as covalent bond, which is characterized by the electrons being shared between two or more atoms. And also we know that semiconductor materials always have two types of carriers. By chemically doping it, that is donors or acceptors, we can choose one of these carriers as the majority carrier. We can therefore make two basically different types of semiconductor materials, N type due to the donor and P type due to acceptor. What happens? Actually, doping unbalances the concentration of electrons and holes intrinsically available in semiconductor material. And also we know that there are three basic processes by which electrons and holes move in a semiconductor, which are drift, diffusion, and generation recombination process, which is also known as mass action law. But in case of biological material, you know that the typical habitat of biological systems is made of electrolyte solutions containing a variety of molecules, including water dipoles, ions, charged macromolecules, and neutral macromolecules. It may have combination of many interactions such as covalent bond, which is a chemical bond, ion-ion interactions, physical bond, ion-dipole interactions, physical bond, dipole-dipole interactions, also physical bond, but dipole-dipole interactions, especially in case of water dipole, this bond, physical bond, is commonly known as hydrogen bond. And intrinsic biological medium that can be made extrinsic by adding acid or base, that is by changing pH of the medium. So strong acids and strong bases affect the hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion concentration of an aqueous solution in exactly the same way as acceptors and donors unbalance the concentration of electrons and holes in a silicon crystal. Also, a small volume of a biological medium contains a variety of molecules, including water dipoles, ions, charged macromolecules, and neutral macromolecules. So, drift, diffusion and mass action law are also applicable in biological medium as in the case of semiconductor medium. The details of which I will discuss in the next class.